So here we need to show that cosine of 105 degrees plus cosine of 15 degrees equals sine 75 degrees minus sine 15 degrees. Let us begin. So we can either start from the left hand side or from the right hand side. I'll start from the left hand side of the given problem. So here on the left hand side we have cosine of 105 degrees and that's added to cosine of 15 degrees. Now instead of writing it as cosine of 105 degrees, we can break down 105 degrees as 60 degrees plus 45 degrees, mean exactly the same thing. And then we have cosine of 15 degrees, which can be written as cosine of 45 degrees minus 30 degrees. The reason why we're doing in this particular fashion, because we know that cosine of A plus B, so that's equals to cosine of A times cosine of B minus sine of A times sine of B. And if we want to find out the value of cosine of A minus B, then we will get cosine of A times cosine of B plus sine of A times sine of B. So let's begin. So we'll start with the first term. So cosine of 60 degree plus 45 degree, that will be equals to cosine A times cosine B. So since we have a positive sign here, so this is going to become negative. We have negative of sine 60 degrees times sine 45 degrees added to, now we have cosine of 45 degrees minus 30 degrees. We will apply the formula for cosine of A minus B. That should give us cosine 45 degrees multiplied to cosine 30 degrees. Since we have a negative sign here, so we're going to have positive. We're going to get positive sine 45 degrees times sine 30 degrees. Now let's apply the values here. Now cosine of 60 degree has a value half. This will be multiplied to square cosine 45 degree, which is 1 over square root of 2. Minus sine 60 degrees, so that's square root of 3 over 2. Multiplied to sine 45 degrees, so that's 1 over square root of 2. Added to, so we have now cosine 45 times cosine 30. Cosine 45 is 1 over square root of 2. Whereas cosine 30 degree is square root of 3 over 2. And in the final term, we have sine 45 sine 30. Sine 45 is 1 over square root of 2. Multiplied to sine 30 degree, which is half. Now we have the second term and the third term cancelling out, and the first term and the fourth term are exactly the same. So we add them to get 1 over square root of 2. So this is the expression, this is the value of the left hand side. Now we will move on to the right hand side. So we have on the right hand side sine 75 degrees minus sine 15 degrees. So let's begin. We have on the right hand side sine 75 degrees minus sine 15 degrees. So we'll have to show that this value is also equals to 1 over square root of 2. So let us begin. Now sine 75 degrees, we can express it as sine 45 degrees plus 30 degrees minus sine 15 degrees, which is sine 45 degrees minus 30 degrees. This would mean exactly the same thing. Now here we're going to expand sine 45 plus 30 by using the formula sine of A plus B, which expands to give us sine A times cos B plus cos A times sine B. And we can expand sine 45 plus 30 degrees by using the formula for sine A minus B, which will be sine A cos B minus cosine A times sine B. So let's use this formula. So our first term is now going to become sine A, which is 45 degree, multiplied to cosine B, which is 30 degrees, plus cosine 45 degrees times sine 30 degrees. Then we have negative sine 45 minus 30 degrees. So that's going to give us sine 45 degrees times cosine 30 degrees. Now we have negative sine 30 cosine 45, so it will become positive cosine 30 times sine 45 degrees. Now the first term and the third term cancels out. We're left with 2 times cosine 45 degrees times sine 30 degrees. So we have 2 times cosine 45 degrees, that's 1 over square root of 2, and sine 30 degree, that's half. So the 2 and 1/2 gets multiplied to get 1, and this gives us 1 over square root of 2. So we can clearly see that the left hand side is giving us 1 over square root of 2. Right hand side is also giving us the same value. So we can say the left hand side of the expression is exactly equals to the right hand side with the value of 1 over square root of 2. Hence proved.